Okay. So lately I have been kind of like, well, let me turn off my TV. So this past week I've been kind of like watching more videos and stuff than usual. Um, just like little like I don't know, videos that pop up in like different like groups that I'm in and stuff. And I just find that every single coach, like top coach, kind of medium coach, like whatever, they all say the same things that they do to be successful. So I've been kind of like feeling like I'm stuck lately. Like, I haven't rank advanced in like a year, blah, 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 blah. So I have like bi weekly calls with Jake Story. He kind of like mentors people that are diamond to 5 star. So we talked for like 45 minutes, and he just kind of said, like, well, Jen, are you doing this, this, and this? And I just had like a really big, like, kind of wake up call. And it just showed me how important it is, A, that like I'm the only one like in control of my goals. So like me being like, not rank advancing and stuff, like that's on me. And like it's really simple things that we should be doing every day. But that's the thing. Like if we aren't doing all of them every day, then I feel like, you're not gonna see the growth. And I watched a video and someone made an example of like they compared it to your workouts. If you only were like if you had a goal of losing like 50 pounds or like getting abs or whatever, whatever, if you only did a workout once a week, like if you did one day of the 21 day fix, are you going to get the results you want in your health and fitness? Absolutely not. Like if you only follow the meal plan like one day a week, like are you going to get the results? No. So I thought that was a really good analogy to like relate to our business. If we're not showing up and doing like, oh, Amanda, will you just mute yourself, hun, please? If you know, it should be at the bottom of your. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Um, so like if we're not showing up every day and doing the vital behaviors, then our business isn't going to grow as fast. And I'm like super good with doing 3 of the 4 vitals, but there's one that I've seriously always skipped over more often than not. And it's simply because it's like something in me. Like I'm scared to do it. Jake told me that like I'm just too worried about what people are going to think of me, or like I'm a people pleaser. Like I worry I might piss them off, whatever, whatever. But then he also like made me realize we have an awesome opportunity. Like we're not like the messages I get from people that are like buy makeup, like buy this, buy that, buy that, and like they have no problem sending those messages out. So why should we? And like all of us know that like our programs work. Shakeology is awesome. Whatever your goals are. So it's not like we're asking people to join some big crazy like scam, right? So what I realized was that for me, and I feel like a lot of us, like I've been talking to a lot of different coaches, like from other areas, and everyone's kind of like feeling like stuck and like we're focusing on numbers like Success Club and rank when we should just be focusing on people, like ourselves and helping people. And it's hard not to get caught up like in like, because obviously, we want the commission, we want the rank, but the two kind of go hand in hand. So I've been spending a lot of time in the back office because I was like, Jen, like, I need to go back to the beginning, like when it was more like I still love this job, but I feel like in the beginning I was having a lot more fun with it, and and that was because I wasn't really that focused on rank. Like, yeah, it was in the back of my head, but I was just like, I genuinely just wanted to help people. I wanted to like get results myself. So, and that's like, it's funny because it seems so simple, but like I'm telling you, there is absolutely no secret sauce to this business. Like I have hit Success Club 10 for 28 months straight, since I signed as a coach. Success Club 10 or higher. I recruit coaches every month. I've rank advanced and stuff, but I feel like I'm just doing the minimum. And so I realized like if I want my business to grow and I want it to grow faster, I just need to up what I'm doing. So when it says on like the business activity tracker or whatever, add 3 people to Facebook, add 10. When it says send out 5 invites, send out 20. And like I was skipping the invite piece, like I said, more often than not, or like I do it for a couple days and then I don't know, Just feels weird to me, but I realized that there's other ways to go about it. And I found this like really good like tool in the back office. So Jake is now my accountability partner for like the messaging thing. So every day this week, he's had me message him, and he told me that if I didn't do my inviting every day, he would make me go live in this like elite page where there's like 5,000 coaches, and he'd make me go live and talk about something. And like going, like I told him, I said that like I wouldn't do it, I would die. So that like I needed that though, like I needed that little push, like to kind of put something out there that's like going to make me do it. And anyway, so basically like my whole point is like we have to like stick to the basics. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. We don't need to like overcomplicate this business. It's just a matter of saying like, yeah, I want this, and like really truly like putting in the work. You know, like it's a business. It's not just like sometimes I feel like I just like sit back and wait for success to like fall in my lap, like wait for all of these coaches to just message me and want to join, or wait for challengers to message me. And don't get me wrong, sometimes yes, people do message me, but that's not how it works, you know, like we've got to be like inviting people. And so anyway, I'm rambling, but so basically tonight I wanted to like go back to the basics and the vitals. And I found this really good training in the back office. And seriously, you guys, like if you just do these things every day and like you get clear on your goals, like you will be able to hit them. Like next month, like I watched this video and the girl, it's about Team Cup, and she asked like what your personal record was for Success Club. So for me, last July, I hit Success Club 54. So I haven't hit, I think like since then, my highest has been like 20 something. But so I made a goal next month. My goal is Success Club 70. I know, crazy, right? But like I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna do it by chatting with people, and like that's really all it is. It's like I don't want to say it's a numbers game, but you just gotta talk to more people and more people and more people and more people. You know, like that's the difference. I feel like, you know, from being successful and not, is just the amount of people we're talking to. And I feel like it is the hardest piece of this business, because I know for me, like I can work out no problem. You know, posting, it took me a while, but now I'm good with posting. Personal development took me a while, but now I'm good with it. But like inviting and talking to people, something I struggle so much with. But I know it's like for me, it's like that missing piece. And like maybe you guys are good at inviting and talking to people, but you're not as good at posting, or, you know, so it has to be all four pieces. I find we've got to do all four pieces every day, and that's gonna, you know, grow your business. And again, we all have different goals. Like me, I still have a goal of 5-star elite by the end of this year, and we are over halfway through the friggin' year. So like Jake flat out said to me, like, Jen, like you got to get your shit together and start doing stuff like now, because you're not gonna hit that goal. And it was just like, wow, this is on me. Like, you know, I've been saying I'm gonna build my mom's account to Diamond for a year. Like she gets Shakeology every month. She's just sitting there. You're allowed to have your banking info on 3 coach accounts. And I just haven't done it. And it's just out of kind of me being lazy, I guess, or me just like kind of being comfortable where I'm at, or not wanting to put in that extra work of like messaging more people to get the coaches that I need and stuff. So I just had a really big like wake up call this week that you're responsible for your success. Like no one else can build your business for you. Yeah, I can help you as much as I can, but at the end of the day, you've got to be doing, you know, your shit. So I want to show you guys. Oh, let me screen share. Hold on. Guess that would help if you could see it. Okay. So, oh, share screen. Okay. So in your back office, if you go into training, honestly, this whole section is super helpful. Like I've just been watching, there's little like 6-minute videos. I've at night, like I just like I'll put my Netflix on in the background, but I'm just like diving into more stuff. And that's what I did in the beginning. Like I just feel like I've kind of been slacking lately, and like so I've been really trying to like dive in, and for you guys too, to like find stuff for you guys. So where was this? Contact. how to build, like, even if you start at the coach section, and it'll help you literally, like, how to build relationships, what to do and don't on social media. And it's funny because I looked at that and there was things it says you shouldn't do that I've been doing. So, like, you can never learn too much. But another thing I'm going to say, learn less, do more. And that's not to say, like, don't do training and don't jump on team calls, but make sure you're doing your vitals. And then, like, so I'll make sure all my stuff's done, and then at night I'm diving into this extra stuff, because a girl, like, a coach that hit like Success Club 106 in June said that, it's great to be learning stuff because, there's always new programs launching and, like, ways to do stuff. But if you're not actually applying anything, there's no point, right? So I really liked how she said learn less, do more, because you just got to be doing your stuff, right? And if you can honestly sit there and say, like, every day you're doing these 4 vitals, then, and I mean honestly doing them, because I know for me, I was skipping the inviting, like I said. So let me find what I'm freaking looking for. What am I even looking for, you guys? Oh, I'm so sidetracked right now. Okay, vitals. Where the frig is it? Maybe it's an emerald. I should have had this up. Vital process. There we go. I think it's such a, like, awesome breakdown of what we need to be doing. Oh, wait, that's not getting results. I mean, okay, this is the vital process that they're now pushing. This isn't the one I was talking about, but that's actually good too. They now want us to, instead of, like, asking people to be coaches right off the bat, they want them to join in either a free group or a challenge group, get them results first. So, like, get them loving the programs, the Shakeology. So get them on a free trial, whatever. And then, like, I find they're going to make the best coaches, and they're not. Because I find lately, like, I've had a lot of girls signing up and quitting. And it's because they don't realize, like, that this actually takes work, or they haven't tried any of the programs or anything, and they're just like, I'm not interested. So I find, yeah, if you can get people signed up and, like, getting them results, and then if they're loving Shakeology, bam, you're going to mention if nothing else, then be a discount coach. But this is not the vital process I was talking about. This is the good one though, but not what I wanted to show you guys. So give me a second. Customer, where did I friggin' find that? Sorry, you guys, just bear with me here. Like, I have a picture of it on my phone. I just don't remember. Oh, maybe it's, no, Coach Basic? Maybe it's this one. Nope. Okay, hold on. Let me just look at my phone and see where I found the whole point of this call. What I wanted to. Okay, nope. Oh gosh, I'm flustered. There's this thing that talks about, because the vitals are be proof the product works. Friggin' invite, recognize, and personal development. So those are the 4 things that I'm talking about, like, going back to the basics. And oh, well, here it is on my phone, but where the frig are they? Core vital, coach training. Maybe it is in here. I'm sorry, you guys. Just give me 2 more seconds, and if I can't find it, well, then I don't know. 10 trainings, review, coach training. Oh, I'm annoyed. Overcome. Vital behaviors. Like, where is it? Trying one more thing here. Okay, I give up because I already went to the vital process. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this. Probably not. I'll upload this picture in the team page. So I'm just going to read them because, yeah, sorry. Okay, so going back to basics, I think that's huge. Like, I've been a coach over 2 years, and I seriously find the last like 6 months, I've just been overcomplicating it and trying to, like, I don't know, just make this so much harder than it is when literally these are the four things we need to do. And depending on how fast you want to grow your business and hit your goals, then maybe, like I said, you need to just times it by 10, like what you're doing, like do more of what you're doing. So the first one, be proof the product works. You need to be drinking Shakeology. If you have not completed a Beachbody program start to finish and shared results, I cannot stress that enough how important it is, because people want to know, like, yeah, Beachbody on Demand's great for the variety, whatever, whatever. But people want to know that these programs work. They want to see results. So, and me, like, I'm doing Shift Shop right now because I feel like I haven't done a program start to finish and shared my and actually followed it and shared results since like the 21 Day Fix Extreme, probably half a year ago. So I always make a point, like, once or twice a year to make sure I follow a program to a T, like meal plan and everything, as hard as it is. And I share the results because people like results. And I find I was doing that a lot more in the beginning, sharing before and afters and sharing my challengers before and afters. And I feel like that was getting a lot more interest because people like to see results. We can say it works all we want, but people like results. You know what I mean? So that's why it's another thing, like when you're getting your challengers signed up, to like make sure, like, don't just sign them up and say see you later, like check in with them, support them and make sure they're getting results, so that way you can share. Like, not everyone of course is going to allow you to share their results publicly, but you'd be surprised, a lot of girls have let me do that. So that's another thing I really want to focus on is my challengers, getting them good results and getting yourself good results, because at the end of the day, this is about you and like you working on you and sharing that. So you want to be a walking success story in progress. I like that, like in progress, because none of us are perfect, but you want to just, show. Like, you can't expect someone to join you, join your team, whatever, and like sign up with you if you're not like committing to your workouts and at least working on yourself. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we're not perfect. We're never going to eat perfect. We're never going to, not miss a workout, but you've got to be at least trying, right? So number two is invite, invite, invite. So this is the one that I struggle with the most, and I feel like why, I'm not growing things as fast as I would like to be. So that's changing. Starting Monday, that has changed. I have messaged 28 people. Don't ask me why I picked 28, but 28 people every day since Monday. Not to like, I'm not inviting them to something specifically, but I'm just simply chatting. Right now I'm just chatting, and I'm going to show you guys this really awesome invite process that I found that goes over like objections, like if people say money, time, whatever. It literally gives you like examples of what to say back to them, and they're really freaking good examples. Like, I've copy and pasted a few and just kind of changed the wording up a little bit, but it actually gives you like step by step of how to have a conversation with someone and how to invite them to a free group, a challenge group, and it even breaks it down to like, is it a friend or family member? Is it someone that randomly friend requested you? Is it someone you randomly friend requested? So it really like gives you all the scenarios. So anyway, inviting, it's huge. Invite daily. So when it's not necessarily inviting to coaching, like I said, now they're really pushing to invite people to either a free group or a challenge group, getting them seeing results and loving like the products. And then chances are, especially if they love Shakeology, they'll at least become a discount coach underneath you. And discount coaches are huge. 2 discount coaches, you're emerald. Do you know what I mean? So you definitely want a good balance of both. So there's nothing wrong with discount coaches. Number three is recognize. This isn't something I was overly doing like too much lately. And that's the thing, like I was skipping steps. So number three is recognize. So celebrate like people's victories, big or small. If you have a challenger lose 2 pounds, 1 pound, friggin' stop drinking coffee so much, stop drinking pop, or like your coaches, anything like that you find someone is doing well, recognize them for it. Either if it's publicly, like in your challenge group, in the team page, if you just send them a message, people like that. I know, like, I'm sure you guys do too. Like, if people message you or, like, compliment you, or like, it feels good, right? So, and that I feel like helps people like keep going, especially with our challengers, because it's not easy to work out, and we all know that. So, being like that positive reinforcement for people as often as we can is huge. And then personal development. It's funny because I feel like I was going through like ups and downs with personal development. Like I'd finish a book in no time, and then I wouldn't do any for a couple months. And it's crazy because if I read a book or like listen to personal development every day for a week, my mood and like my outlook on life, it's crazy how much it like just changes your perspective. And like it seriously like gives me like the motivation and like the like belief in myself to like message people. Like that fear that I have of messaging people because I'm worried what they're going to think of me, or if they say no, or what, like, so what? Like, who cares if they tell me to fuck off? I mean, no one would, I don't think, ever tell us to fuck off, because I don't know, they just wouldn't. But like, who cares? So what? Like, and I feel like I didn't have that shift until like I started consistently reading personal development again. And you have to make sure you're reading something that's like what you need in that moment. Like, I've started books and I'm like, oh, like, no, I can't get into it. But then I went back and read the whole thing because it was just what I needed. Like, I'm reading the 10X rule right now. I bought it a year ago and started it, and it didn't interest me, but now I'm loving it because it's exactly what I need right now, because it's talking about is you've got to do more than what other people are doing. There's a ton of Beachbody coaches, but not every Beachbody coach is doing what they need to do. They're not, they're not working out every day. They're not drinking their shakes. They're not doing these behaviors. So we've got to be the ones that do it, and then do more of it. Cause like a lot of people don't realize that this does require work, and it's not easy some days. Like, it's easy stuff to do, but it's hard some days to show up. Like, there's so many days where I'm just like, you know what, I don't want to post on Facebook. But then I think, Jen, like, this is your job. Like, you don't just not go to your job because you don't feel like it. So that's like what you kind of have to shift your mindset. And it's like, you need to show up no matter what, even on days where you absolutely don't want to. Like, your life is a crazy, like, hectic mess. Like, you've still got to just show up for you, and for, like, if you have any challengers, customers. And like, I know it's not easy, trust me. I've had days, like, I haven't missed a day of posting other than the 3 days I got kicked off Facebook, but I still post on Instagram since I joined as a coach. That's just something I made like a commitment to, even if it was simply just a quote. Like, if I was just having a really bad freaking day and like hated the world, and just didn't have anything to post about, I would just post a quote. Sweet, simple, a quote, that's it. Bam, at least it's still showing people, like, your face is still popping up in the newsfeed kind of thing, and people are like, oh yeah, like, there's Jen still showing up every day, like, still doing her stuff. And if you keep doing that consistently, like, you will build a following. You will have people come out. It's crazy. Like, after I hit my year mark in the business, I had girls like messaging me saying they've been following me for a year, an entire year, and they just finally were like, okay, you know what, I want to do this. So people are always watching. People are waiting for you to fail, for you to quit. People notice. Like, if you're posting every day and then all of a sudden you just don't post for a couple days, people notice that. As much as you think they don't, they do. So you really have to like get in the business mindset and like treat it like a business. Yes, it should be fun and like whatever, but at the end of the day, like, it is business. So we got to treat it like a business. So yeah, I just want to go over. So that's what I was just saying to you guys about keeping it basic. Like, don't overcomplicate this. Just simply work out, drink your shake, read some personal development, and talk to people about this every day. Just talk to people, share your journey. And seriously, if you consistently do it, and I mean consistently, like, actually do it, you will, like, you will see friggin' shit happen. Like, it scares me that I set a goal of Success Club 70 next month, but you know what? It's like, so what? Even if I fall short and hit 50, like, that's huge. And I've like it. The cool thing about goals, and like I find really helps, is, okay, so if you guys are like, August, I want to hit Success Club 5. I mean, you should say 10 always, but if 5, that's fine. So like I always go with the rule. They say 1 in 10 people will say yes. So if you guys want to hit Success Club 5, you got to help 3 people a month. So you got to talk to 30 people. That's 1 person a day. 1 a day. That's nothing. But you actually have to do it. Like, and it's not someone you already talked to, you know, it's like 1 new person every day. Or if you hate doing it like I do, that's why I message so many in one day, because I hate doing it. So I message like 20 to 30 people a day, so that I don't have to, like, I'll do it every other day or something. So you guys could bang out 30 messages in one day if you wanted. And it's hard to, like, my biggest struggle is coming up with who to message. So lately, like, I've just been trying to go to people that like my photos, comment on my photos, and then anyone that like pops up in my news feed that like kind of has interesting posts or like whatever. That's the hardest part. I mean, there's girls like Amanda's Aunt Julie. She simply just goes through friends list, starts at A, goes all the way to Z, and then starts over again. Like, that's crazy to me, but it works for her. And I mean, the girl's a freaking rock star. So you just got to find what works for you and then just keep doing it, keep doing it. And you guys I just can't stress enough about like doing it consistently and just like getting serious about your goals and like just knowing that you can absolutely do this if you're just willing to commit that hour a day and doing like, you know, these few behaviors. I quickly also want to show you guys um the invite thing that I was talking about. I actually used one last night. A girl was talking about money. It's something I say anyway, but I liked the wording. Oh, actually, it's objections that I wanted to show you. Overcoming objections. And then the customer one I'll show you guys quickly. So this. So this is kind of cool. Like, if people ask you questions, like, what is this Beachbody thing you're doing? And then it gives you like a sample response. If someone says, every time I've done that sort of thing, it doesn't work. I'm not sure this is for me. I've tried those meal replacement drinks and they taste awful. Like, these, maybe you guys haven't heard all of these things yet, but you will. Like, it's funny because some of these are literally like verbatim of what people say. And it gives you like things to say to them. The biggest thing is asking questions. Like, that's where I find like we kind of just get so excited and we want the sale, we want the whatever. So we lose sight of that we should actually be helping people. So it's important to like establish a relationship with them first. Find a need, like find out what's wrong. Like, do they want to lose weight? Do they have like a lack of energy? Are they sick all the time? Like, find a need, and then that's when you like just ask more questions, and then you offer a solution. You can be like, well, like, I used to be really tired and get sick all the time, and then I started drinking Shakeology, and within a week I noticed big changes. So it's like we got to really remember, like I said, I know it's hard, we get excited, but they're not going to go anywhere. They're not just going to be like, oh, this girl's asking me too many questions and caring way too much about me, like I'm going to go elsewhere. No, they're going to appreciate that you care, like genuinely care about them. And you know, like I had a girl last week message me literally. I have never in my life, like, I can write novels and text novels, but this girl wrote the longest message on Facebook to me that I have ever seen in my life. I literally didn't reply to it for like 3 or 4 days because I was so overwhelmed. And I wanted to make sure I could sit down and really reply to it because I don't even know her, complete stranger. She told me like just crazy things about her life, all the things she's been through and like what she wants to do. And it was funny because like it took me 45 minutes almost to reply to this one message. And, you know, she said back like, wow, that was a long message. And I felt like saying, well, yeah, so was yours. But she was just like, wow, like, thank you for taking the time. And like, she's like, you really like answered all of my questions and like blah, blah, blah. And you know what? She hasn't ordered anything. Like, we're still chatting. She hasn't ordered anything. She hasn't whatever, but we're still talking. And, you know, at the end of the day, I think that's just as important because people will come back. Like, I've had girls tell me, you know, not right now. And sometimes it takes them 2 years to sign up. So that's why like follow-ups are super important. You know, and just like genuinely, like I said, building relationships. Like if someone says like, yeah, Jen, like I'm not interested, I don't just say, okay, bye. Like, I'll just say, okay, cool. How's your day? And I just keep like that relationship going. And then I'll invite them every month to my challenge group. So yeah, the money thing, like I can't afford it. I said this one to a girl yesterday about like the 30-day money back guarantee, because that was totally true. I was so iffy on signing up initially because I didn't want to spend 180 bucks. But as soon as I found out like I could drink all the shakes and still get a full refund, that's like what changed it for me. So I said this little blurb to a girl the other day, and I'm like, does that change anything for you? And she was like, well, yeah, it kind of does. I haven't replied to her message yet from last night, but so these are actually really good things to like take a peek at. And like you guys all have this in your back office. The one last thing I wanted to show you guys was, yeah, this invitation, customer invitation. Because I know like conversations is tough. Like it took me a long time to kind of get in a good groove of it. And you'll eventually just find things that work. Like you'll say certain things that just work with people. But it definitely takes time. Why is this not loading? I don't know why this isn't working. This one is really good because it literally gives you step by step from like saying, hey girl, how are you? Right to like what questions to ask them to get to know them, like about their family, about their work, their schedule, their whatever, whatever, whatever. And then it tells you like at what point in the conversation to move to like the actual invite. I don't know why this isn't loading. Oh, wait. My stupid internet. Nope, still doesn't want to work. Okay, well, I don't want to like make you guys sit here while I try. Oh, there we go. You guys should seriously though take like 10, 15 minutes a night and go through this back office training, just like the coach part and like the Emerald Ruby. You could even go right up to Diamond because I know that's a goal for most of you. And it's really great information and super helpful tips, like, and just keeps things basic. So this just goes over like your warm market, cold market, and even teaches you how to like write out lists of people. Like there's like a memory jogger thing that helps you like come up with people to message. It tells you like what to do, like how to, kind of, what am I trying to say here? Like this thing right here, like posting about fitness tips, recipes, clean eating ideas, running free groups. Like it just gives you lots of like things to post about, things to do in your challenge groups. Um, so yeah, biggest thing is asking questions. I know, like I said, we're all guilty. We get excited and we just kind of jump like verbal diarrhea. We just tell them all about it and we tell them the price. I do not tell people the price for so long in our conversation until like I've literally found out their job, if they have kids, if they have any hobbies, what their schedule is like, how their current health and fitness is. Then I'll talk about, oh, hey, I have this great idea. Like, we have all these programs online, you work from home, yada, yada, yada. I'll talk about the portion containers. I talk about the challenge groups. I talk about the shakes. And then I say, does this sound like something you want to do? And then they're like, yep. And I say, okay, no problem. Sign up is super simple. I just send you email your shake flavor. It's 186 bucks. You get all of this included, blah, blah, blah. And then they're usually like, okay, cool. I find if you start with the price, it's a no right off the bat. You've got to like create value and let them know like you have to make them feel like they need this, and then you drop the price to them. So yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about, the 4 phases of inviting. So develop a relationship first, asking lots of questions. And then if you kind of like see them say like, oh, I'm miserable at my job, or oh, I wish I had motivation to work out, or oh, I'm tired all the time. That's when you like say like, oh, really? Like I used to be tired all the time too. And then I started drinking these shakes. Yeah, you guys, I don't want to obviously read all this stuff, but you guys should definitely take a peek. I like how they said assume success. I was really guilty with this in the beginning. Where is it? Where does it talk about it? Oh, the not assume, like, so if you're like, oh, it sounds like this challenge pack is a good fit. So I just want to make sure you don't feel like I'm giving you any kind of pressure. It's totally your choice. Do you want some time to think about it? Or like whatever. So don't second guess yourself. Like I always talk to people like they've already signed up. Like, so I like that. How it's like, this sounds like a great fit. I know you're going to love it. I'm super excited to work with you and your goals. Here's the link. Let me know when you're signed up. It's like, I don't give them that. Like, I find if you ask them like, oh, like, does this sound okay? Like, you know, can you afford it? Do you want time to think about it? Then they're like, oh yeah, maybe I should think about it. So always just assume that they're going to buy from you. Be confident. Like you guys all on this call, you've all done the programs. You've all drank the shakes. Like you all know they work. So like be confident when you're talking about this stuff. People can sense that. And if you're ever like, don't ever hesitate if someone messages you and they say something, message me and just be like, Jen, this is what the person said. I will literally walk you through step by step the whole conversation and help you with what to say. I'll do it for your first 10 conversations until you get comfortable. And then you'll just, like I said, you'll just get into like a good groove of talking to people, and then it becomes easy. But we just got to do it. Practice makes perfect. So yeah, that's about all I have tonight. I know it was kind of a lot, sorry. But basically I just, yeah, this week I've just realized that every video I've listened to, every coach is doing the same thing. They are showing up, they're working out, they're drinking their shakes, you know, they're running free groups, challenge groups, and they're just talking to more people. And that's, I think, what's gonna, like, that's what makes the difference. If you're doing all those other things, you just have to talk to more people. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that don't overcomplicate it. Keep it simple, like just stick to the basics. I can't stress enough that if you just do those vitals and do them consistently every day, like your team and your business, like it will grow. And if you actually like just, I'm trying really hard myself to just put rank and everything Success Club aside, and I'm just focusing on helping people. Like how many people can I help in August? Like I said, I want to help 35 people. So I'm just going to start talking to people. Like if I have to go through my whole Facebook's friend list, then I'll do that. But it's funny because like now that I've been kind of consistently messaging people, it's funny the amount of people that say, oh, like I've been wanting to message you for like a couple months, but like I was nervous or shy, or, and so you never like know how many people are just kind of waiting almost for you to ask them. So that's kind of neat too. I mean, obviously it doesn't happen all the time, but yeah, you guys are all awesome. You know, you're all good at working out, posting, things like that. We just gotta, yeah, commit to doing the like the businessy stuff. And we're all on Team Cup. Oh, that was the last thing I want to talk about, Team Cup. So we're all on Team Cup, which is awesome. Team Cup, I find, is something like, because yeah, obviously there's extra prizes and stuff, but use this as like, you know, a reason to push yourself. We're all in that group page. I'm gonna do the best I can to like share as many things, like conversations, stuff I'm having that are working. You know, I want to do some maybe live power hours, like we all just sit for like 30 minutes. No one really talks. We just do our stuff. So that way, if you have questions, then, you know, I can answer them right then and there. Print off some of those business activity trackers. It has literally Thursday to Sunday or Thursday to Wednesday, whatever on it. It's got the spots for you to tick off, like whatever you've got to do to get yourself doing this stuff, do it, because you guys all have big goals. You've all told me your goals, but you gotta, you know, we gotta make sure we're doing this stuff every day to get to our goals. Because come on, you guys, I want to see some emeralds, some diamonds, some Success Club fivers, whatever you guys want. And that coach sweater, come on, that like that is so much motivation for me. I don't know. So we all have to hit Success Club 5 to get that coach sweater. So 3 people. Remember what I said, message 1 person a day and just start a conversation. Make that like your challenge. Set big scary goals. Because like I said, like me hitting or setting a goal of 70, even if I hit half of that, I'll be more than happy, but like I'm going for 70. So set big goals. No, and oh, one more thing. Sorry, I'm rambling. But having, like I said, having Jake, like I'm really surprised because he's busy. Like he's a corporate guy. He has these calls with a million people. But he said, like, Jen, like message me. every day, because I've been trying to find a success partner, and I have really bad luck. Like I'll find one, she's perfect. I had this girl out in Manitoba. We like really clicked, and then she quit. She's like a 1-star diamond coach, and just all of a sudden was like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. And I was like, it helps. I find it helps having someone to keep you accountable. Like that's actually going to keep you accountable. If it's like a friend, you know, it's hard because they might not call you out, but like you guys should look into either teaming up with people on the team, posting an Alive and Well or something, and get a success partner. Like I said, just me having Jake to message every night saying that, yeah, Jake, I did my shit. That is helping me so much to make sure that I do it, because I know like he's going to call me out on it and make me do something really scary if I don't. So even if it's me, like if you guys like, Jen, like, can I message you every night once I've done my stuff? Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, success partners are key, I find. And then you can team up and run free groups and run challenge groups and all that fun stuff. You can push for things together. Like you can be like, okay, like let's message 30 people together. I just find it helps, you know, sometimes. Do you guys have any questions about anything I just said? Are you still awake? Did I bore you to death? No, yeah, no. You're all muted, so if you're talking, I can't hear you. You can unmute though, because I'm done. But yeah, that's all I have. I'm excited for Team Cup. I'm excited to just kind of end the year. Oh, diamond bonus. Frig. Okay, last thing I promise. Extra incentive to go diamond. So not only is diamond like exciting enough on its own, like because I think that really proves to like you, your team, whoever, that you know you're serious about this business. But they now have, they used to be for 2-star and above, you get a quarterly bonus. Now they're doing it for diamonds. So every quarter, if you go diamond and hold it for the 6 weeks, but technically it's only 5 because they count the week that you go diamond as one of your like 6 weeks. So go diamond, hold it for 5 weeks, you get the quarterly bonus. It's $250 American. So I'm sure that's probably close to 500 Canadian. And you get it. Like, so the next one's in October. So you guys just have to figure out like 6 weeks from then. But if like you went diamond in August or September and held it for 6 weeks, how awesome would it be to have an extra $500 in October? And then if you hold it again for like another 5 weeks, like you don't have to go diamond again, but if you just continue to hold it, then you get that same bonus every quarter. So January you'll get it, April you get it, July they had one in July, you get it. So like an extra $500, that's freaking like, that's huge, you know, especially in October and January, like right before Christmas, right after. So that's another big incentive they're trying to push right now for people to get diamond and stay diamond. So yeah, that's exciting. That's all I got for you ladies. If you don't have any questions, then we'll wrap up. But yeah, you guys are awesome. No questions, ladies? No, nothing. Okay. Well, thanks for hopping on. And I will talk to you guys soon.
Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
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 Bye.